Hello. I just got off of a long day, a long stream of playing Nunu. And it has brought to my attention a lot of questions that I got on stream asking me about new Nunu, the rework. Will we see him in competitive play? How to play him? What are my thoughts on him? So I decided to make at least one video, and there will be more follow-up videos of gameplay, more thoughts about it as it evolves. But I just kind of wanted to make some predictions based on my experiences playing Nunu today. I played Nunu 7 times. I won 6, lost 1, and arguably in the loss, it could have been a win if the one person on our team continued to try. New Nunu is perhaps the most powerful jungler I have played since Season 3 Sejuani. And most of you probably didn't play in Season 3 or know how strong Sejuani was. To put it in a frame of reference, New Nunu is the strongest jungler on this patch. New Nunu is, without a doubt, the most effective jungler on this patch in multiple categories. This rework is a success, in my opinion, if the objective was to make Nunu a more viable pick, a more competitive pick, and to make him a powerful pick. Some of the reasons why new Nunu is so overpowered include the facts that he's basically a very similar playstyle to old Nunu in terms of how you actually jungle, the effectiveness of counter jungling, the effectiveness of early objective control, and you combine that all with very strong early ganks, very good team fight pressure, and just so many compliments to the old Nunu kit. At Nunu's peak in the past, I don't think he's quite as strong as new Nunu's potential in his current state. And that is a bold claim, but after playing him today a lot, including one game where I carried TF Blade when he was 0-7 on Gnar top lane on his rank 4 account. So it was a very high challenger game, and I was able to hard carry it as Nunu with the help of course, other players in the game. But I was able to control the game effectively with new Nunu, and I've only had 7 games of experience. And I was playing against very experienced players on other champions that they've been playing for longer. So it's very easy for me to say right now that I feel like Nunu is overpowered. But this is just one day's experience. I'm going to be playing him a lot more. But my prediction is that he's the current strongest jungler on this patch. He will see immense competitive play. I know that Worlds is coming around and whatnot, so we're going to see some freezes. But Nunu is going to be seen a lot in competitive play because he is very, very effective in a team environment. He doesn't have 1v9 potential per se, like some early game junglers did at their peak, like Camille, but he has team elements that should not be ignored, and that, like I said, can be compared to Season 3 Sejuani in terms of strength. I think Nunu is immensely powerful, and there's a wide variety of ways to play him. So let's talk about how you play Nunu. I played him a couple different ways, and the most successful way that I found playing him was Aftershock with Precision Secondary. And you'll be able to check my runes and masteries and talk more in detail about that on my stream, or if you look up my accounts on op.gg. The reason why I took this setup in particular for these runes and masteries is because Aftershock is now usable on him. Aftershock is very strong on Nunu because he has 2 ways to proc it, on his W and on his E. And if you're able to proc his Aftershock, you can channel the ultimate. And while you're channeling the ultimate, you have a new shield that scales with your health, which is even stronger the more armor and magic resist you get. So you effectively become incredibly hard to kill while you're channeling your ultimate if you play it correctly, and incredibly hard to beat in duels. And you complement that with the precision tree, and his clear speed and objective control is very, very effective. And I played him a couple different ways. I played him as full tank, I played him as AP, I played him as AP hybrid, and the most success I've had with him is just straight tank, and sometimes situationally third item Liandry's, after going Cinder Hulk into Spear Visage into Liandry's into full tank after that with Ninja Tabbies. That was the most success I've had with him. Although the Runic Echoes build I've tried with him with like Sunfire Cape and some Magic Pen and then straight tank was very good when my team had no magic damage source besides just myself. So the enemy team was not building magic resist at all. That was very successful. He does very well with AP. However, his playstyle requires him to get very close. So AP tank hybrid, like the old Gragas AP Runic Echoes build, could be very effective on him. Although, because he scales so well with health, Cinder Hulk should not be ignored either. And in fact, when you are behind, you should almost certainly go Cinder Hulk tank. When you're ahead, it doesn't mean you should always go Runic Echoes and to as much AP as you can handle. But I think a hybrid will ultimately be the most successful build that you can have, especially in lower elos, because there's no guarantee you can depend on your team. However, as tank Nunu, your base damage on the ultimate and the base damage on all of your abilities is still very, very good, to the point where you should still be able to get kills and team fights, especially with your ultimate. And if you go Runic Echoes or you go some involvement of hybrid, your damage is ludicrously high. So putting this all together, and keeping this kind of brief, Nunu is absolutely insane. I have not played jungle that much this season compared to other seasons, and I can say with quite confidence that I can win almost all of my games with Nunu. And he started to be banned pretty frequently after I started showing his strengths in challenger games. On my account that was in D1 Master Elo, I was pulled into at least 2 games with challenger players in them, and I hard carried the game. And my main account isn't challenger, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is Nunu is effective in a variety of elos, and I played Nunu and Platinum, Diamond, Master Tier, and in Challenger elos all today. And every single elo I played him in, he was immensely powerful. And the only jungle champion I struggled to play against was Rengar, and Rengar did get buffed this patch, and I don't think Rengar is a pick that Nunu is going to be able to play easily into because of how Rengar's W works, how you can't effectively beat Rengar in duels. Despite that, as long as Rengar's not on the table, I'm almost certain that Nunu has basically no bad matchups. No matchups that you truly can't beat if you understand the macro side of the game. His objective control is unparalleled. His counter jungling is immensely powerful. His dueling is crazy, crazy good. His river crab control is basically the best in the entire game. His Baron and Dragon pressure and Rift Herald pressure is the best in the game. And now his ganks are almost the best in the entire game. So you package this all together, and you have the strengths of old Nunu, where he was still viable in some extent just because he's a blood boiling champion. He would just secure Baron and Dragon. And now you have new Nunu, who has lots of the old strengths combined with new gank pressure, just ridiculous damage, a shield on the ultimate. He is so ridiculously powerful. But don't take my word for it. There's going to be gameplay videos coming out. There's going to be lots of times that you can watch it on stream. And I just wanted to make some open predictions about how I think new Nunu is going to see crazy amounts of competitive play. I think he's going to be pick ban. I am honestly in awe of this rework because it is not only extremely fun, but he's incredibly effective to the point where I'm worried that they overtuned him. But he's actually a champion that I really enjoy playing, despite how overpowered I think he is. I think if they tone down his numbers, we're looking at a very effective jungle champion with an interesting play style that's not as linear as it used to be. So bringing it all back home, I think it was a successful rework. His numbers are way too high right now. Even when they're toned down, I think he's still going to be a really effective team jungler, on parallel with like Sejuani and pro play in the past. Even after all the nerfs, Sejuani still saw play. Nunu's going to be the same. Nunu's going to be basically what Sejuani was from seasons 3 and onward, where she popped up and she would go down just based on number changes because of her team effectiveness and just how well she complements other champions. Nunu does the exact same thing. Just an incredibly powerful pick. Really enjoy playing it, and I hope that you guys will be able to check out the new Nunu content, be able to check out my stream, and until my next video, have a good one.